Yeah, grew up on a farm in Ireland. Mother and father always had a few jumping horses, steeplechasers. So we're always racing every weekend. And grew up riding horses, hunters and that. Had an amateur license back home. Rode pretty unsuccessfully. Wasn't that good. But I did get the experience of riding and race, so I've got a small bit of experience there. When I left school, I spent 4.5 years as pupil assistant to Jessica Harrington, which is probably, you'd have to say, one of the best trainers up there in the world. She's trained Grand National winners, Gold Cup winners, Group 1 2-year-old winners from 5 furlongs to Guineas winners in Newmarket, 1,000 Guineas winners. She's done it all, every code. So I spent 4.5 years there as pupil assistant. And then I came to Australia 2011 and I did 6 months with Gay Waterhouse before I got, and then I did 6 months traveling, worked for David Hayes in that 6 months, John Thompson's, Anthony Cummins. Then I came back to Gay, I did 5.5 years there with her, basically riding her young horses, running various different yards for, did some travel to Brisbane and stuff for Gay. I was there through a tremendous time for her. She had 3 Golden Slipper winners, Melbourne Cup winners, and that time was like a golden era in her stable. There was so many good horses, one after another. I think Piero was the first year I was there, Vancouver, Overreach. They're the 3 winners, and then there was like Dryfontein, No Looking Back. There were so many good 2-year-olds, Sweet Idea, just to name a few. After that I was a pupil assistant assistant trainer to Michael Freedman for a short period of time before he went to Hong Kong. I think he'd frolic second in the slipper at that time, and he had a really good year with his 2-year-olds. So regards to training 2-year-olds, I've had a really good foundation with top 2-year-old trainers here in Australia. I've been quite lucky that way. Actually, my first Metro winner was a 2-year-old winner, first time out, called Ringer Ding Ding at Rose Hill. And we haven't had really many 2-year-olds since then. This year is the first year we sort of went out and bought our own to aim towards that. And we probably have one that I would say is very precocious in the Capitalist, and the rest to be later in the year. But we've had quite a good grounding. But Hawkesbury, we've set up here because it's quite close to Sydney, 50 minutes to Ramwick, 25 minutes to Rose Hill, 40 minutes to Warwick Farm. It's well located out to country tracks, and you've no excuse. As I said, the conditions here are fantastic. You've got all the same training facilities, all the city trainers.